So who exactly is Wayne Williams?
Yeah, that's probably the toughest question on that list. Who exactly is Wayne Williams?
I miss the taste of the sweet life. I miss the conversation. I'm searching for a song tonight. I'm changing all of the stations.
1974. My mother used to make me go with my sister, who's 3 years older than me. When her boyfriend was a DJ, and he used to give house parties. So my mother made me go with my sister, and so that's when people were slow dancing, and what a lost art, by the way. But so he would put on slow records, and then he would end up dancing with my sister, and the record would go off, and I was back there, so I would end up putting on the next record, and that's what kind of gave me the DJ bug at that particular time. My classmate gave a party at this club. I went to Mendel Catholic High School. That's where I was going at the time, and he gave a party at this club called the Den 1, and Ron Hardy was the DJ. And I heard disco music before because we had a disco radio station, WDAI, but I never heard it spun live. And the fact that music kept playing, and when I was DJing in '74, we would just have one turntable, and we got to change the record, put the next record on. But this first time I heard the music, it didn't stop. I was like, wow, how does he do that? Mm-hmm. And I went up and I talked to the DJ, and Ryan pretty much told me, and I looked at his equipment, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. That's the music I want to play, and that's what I want to do. And from that point on, I played disco music at the parties that I was DJing. At the time, I had my classmate Jamie Shelton. He did the flyers, and Ewart, who was my sister's boyfriend, he went to De La Salle High School, and he had the turntables and the equipment. And then Robert Ellis, aka Batman, he had the speakers. So I rounded everybody up, and then I came up with the name. The first name was actually called The Few, and The Few Disco Corporation, and I had the records. I had the music and the records, and so that was the initial founding members of the Chosen Few. It was a group I put everybody together. Like I grew up Catholic, and so from time to time my mother would quote Bible quotes to me, and many are called, a few are chosen, and so I remember hearing that. I was like, the few are chosen, chosen few. So that happened in the early 80s, 83, 84, and my brother, who I had gotten into Chosen Few in 1977, by then, I pretty much had, it was me, Jesse Saunders, Tony Hatchett, Alan King, and Andre Hatchett, Tony's little brother, and we just did parties everywhere. We did parties all over Chicago, and our main thing was finding the new hot records, the new hot music, and but still, a lot of the only person who I had most of the records, and then Alan had some records as well, but we were getting so many calls to do these different parties that I had this import record that I had bought, and because it was an import, once it sold out, you couldn't get it. And so, everybody wanted to borrow my record to play because it became a hot record on the scene, and it was called On and On. And but I wasn't giving it up when I had my party, right? So Jesse, he had taken some music classes anyway in school, and so he's like, well, man, he always would get upset about it. So he said, let me use the record, and I'll make the record, and I'll make so I can have a version, so I can play. And that's what he did. And that was like, it's known as the very first house record that's on and on track.